The Bee and Barb.
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence. This is one of the signs that Lady Mara is displeased with your constant inebriation. Put down your flagons filled with your vile liquids, and embrace the teachings of the Handmaiden of Time.
No, Marama. We talked about this. Talon?
Kirava, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Marama. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our customers.
Very well, Talon. I'll remove myself from this den of iniquity.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
I'd like...
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, milady. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks, you let me know.
How did you meet Kirava?
I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting.
I can help you with that.
I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. I thank you.
And can you tell me something about this ring?
Every Argonian wedding proposal band is supposed to have 3 flawless amethysts as part of their design. 2 of the gems, the ones on the outside, represent the couple to be married. 1 for the husband, 1 for the wife. The amethyst in the center represents the Hist, the entity that all Argonians consider a sacred part of our lives.
Okay.
3, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them over here from my days as a bartender in Gideon. First is the Velvet Lechance, which is a mixture of blackberry, honey, spiced wine, and a touch of nightshade. Perfectly safe, I assure you. Second, we have the White Gold Tower, which is heavy cream with a layer of blended mead, lavender, and dragon's tongue on top. Last, and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand wine, Cyrodiilic brandy, Flynn, and Sujama.
Okay.
If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Do I have those on me? No, I don't.
If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
I've never seen Miol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
Hello, Margurio.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought.
If your allegiance
Why settle
lies
for
with
just
the
stabbing
Empire,
your foes?
we
when
haven't
you
much to
them alive
discuss.
In a gout of arcane fire.
If you
Hello.
got the coin, you're welcome here. What can I get you? Meat? Wine?
What's the word?
If it's true that the dragons have returned, what will it mean for all of us? Is this how it all ends?
Don't worry, I'm gonna kill them all. I'm looking for work.
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Kill the dragon. Ooh. A bounty on a dragon. Okay.
Back and see us again.
What in the name of oblivion do you want?
Your name carries
Of
weight.
course. Nothing gets done without my approval in this city. I have the Jarl's ear and the guards in my pocket. Anyone makes trouble for me and I pay a visit to the Thieves Guild. Make me angry and I contact the Dark Brotherhood. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation.
Okay. You're gonna die.
You're not from around here. Imperial spy, perhaps? They mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. We've fought for this land, and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and by Talos I'll not lose anyone else.
Okay. Okay.
Lelia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade in her life. It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog, and left her body to rot in the mud. And that's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her, and Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim. Support Ulfric or die trying. There's nothing in between.
What is it with you and all these questions? Very well, ask away.
How do I find the red way?
If I have to hold your hand through everything, maybe you aren't cut out for this kind of work. It's under your feet, lass. Just follow the smell. Come back when you grow a backbone.
Looking for work? Ah, well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal. It does not. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth.
Okay.
Ah, you're a smart woman. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften. You'll be well paid for your time. I'll meet you outside of town.
What's this? The palmed prawn.
I have all sorts of interesting items for sale. Have you looked around?
Your shop has a most unusual name.
Catchy, isn't it? In my youth, I was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named the Brawny Prawn. But the years have a way of creeping up on you. I ended up selling that ship to open this place. Seemed only fitting to name it after her. Well, changed it a bit, I suppose. If I had been smarter, I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big mistake.
What's wrong?
The question is, what isn't wrong with Riften? This city's corrupt, rotten to the core. No one cares about anything except themselves, and how much coin they can make off the misery of others.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work.
Catchy, isn't it?
Damn it, it
In my
jumped back
youth,
again.
I was authorities. Have you been listening to what I said? They're all dirty. Every one of them. The only way to get things done in this city is to keep your head down and pay off the right people.
Forge numbers? Why would I do that? There's nothing to change. Okay. Guess that's something for a quest later on. Let's see if I can find some kind of magic shop where I can disenchant.
Best in all of Skyrim.
Blessing of Mera. Healing spell. Okay, that's useless. The Blackbriar Manor. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Let's see. Oh, they really redid this interface for the crafting. Restore health. That's what I want. I do believe I have some new items. There we go. A Felmer ear. Damage help. And what's this? An egg. Restore health from weed. Okay. Expert locks. My nuts. Okay. Okay, this is not what I expected. Blackbriar meat barrel. Okay, is that valuable? 25. Sure, I'll take those. Lady Maven Blackbriar, I've made inquiries into the loss of your meat shipments to Cyrodiil, and I've come to the conclusion that they were waylaid by a group of mercenaries under the employ of the Empire. According to my sources, these mercenaries were not acting under any orders and simply attacked the caravan for supplies. I forward a request for compensation on your behalf to the Imperial Council, and the mercenaries in question have already been dealt with accordingly. Again, I wish to extend my deepest apologies for this unfortunate mishap, and I assure you that any future shipments into our nation will be met at the border by an Imperial patrol and personally escorted to their final destination. Region Limulus Grand Stewards, Imperial City Trades. I guess Blackbriar meat is one of more value. Hello, floating cheese. More valuable meats out there. Ooh, that's valuable. So with all this stolen stuff on me, I should make sure I don't get caught by any guards now.
I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thum be taught like any skill?
Yes, it can. Any other questions? No? Okay.
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes, milady. That unpleasant piece at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. It killed several soldiers before it departed.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
Yes, milady. I've also taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage, just in case.
Good. If Riften should fall, it's
As
only
Jarl
right that
Layla's
his leader be
houseguard,
spared.
I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times.
I'm sorry.
Did you have some sort of official business here?
What is the Red Way?
Everyone knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected.
Alright. I know about the Thieves Guilds. Don't care about your thoughts on the war.
Indeed. There have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall.
How noble.
I'm keeping my eye on you.
I want your armor. I think that's full elven armor. Hello?
Did we have an appointment? No. It was a delivery? I can't remember.
This is what I was looking for earlier. Let's disenchant this one. Why can't I disenchant this? Already known. Alright. Oh, 1%. I need a big soul gem. So let's wait till I find a large soul gem. Maybe I can get one here.
Need something?
What do you got for sale?
Spells and incantations, for those with the talent to cast them.
The commons greater. Greater soul gem, greater soul gem. What's the difference? Empty, okay. So I want one of these. Okay, there we go. Well, I guess that's better than nothing.
That's a decent enchantment. But keep studying. You've only scratched the surface.
And what has you so preoccupied?
Someone actually interested in what I'm doing. Amazing! Well, allow me to explain. My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent harmonic energy.
Fascinating.
Aha! So, you're a student of theoretical applied harmonics. Putting aside Ralston's constant of universal inversion for a moment, how would you approach the problem?
Oh
Draw
boy.
the harmonic energy into the reagent, or allow it to generate its own field?
7? You totally lost me.
I'll tell you why you won't tell me. Because you were absolutely right not to. It's a fundamental rule of magic, and it would be ridiculous. You can't draw from harmonic energy without a soul siphon.
Sure, I knew
Since
that.
You're so well informed, I'm certain you've solved the problem with thermic drift, right?
Soul gem. Nope.
What's not to get? It's as simple as Draven's first axiom of magic. Or was it Galarian's law of casting? I'll tell you what. Let me find out where that's from. I'll need to look through my library and get you an answer. What were we talking about?
You need help.
Someone
Oh.
actually interested in what I'm doing.
He did it again.
Well,
There
but
we go.
Yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No. Maybe a familiar. No, too messy. Well, at any rate, organization is not my strong suit. Not at all. I need as much help as I can get. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could start on my next set of experiments.
Sure thing.
As you can imagine, I tend to forget things often. Leave things around. I really must learn to put these things away. What I need is my Dwemer stirring spoon, my orichalcum ingot, and my grand soul gem. In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. I'd be happy to reward you.
Sure thing.
Excellent. I can't wait. Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right. You need to know where they are. That would help.
Totally not suspicious.
From her at all
Out of my way. The son of the Jarl has no time for idle conversation with travelers.
Only a dagger for the son of Jarl?
If you must know, I was practicing in the yard when the guard I was sparring with fainted when I specifically told him to duck. My blade bit right into the stonework next to the keep and needed serious repairs. Thankfully, our smith Balamond works wonders. In fact, if you'd fetch my blade from him, I'd be most appreciative.
Sure, why not?
Thank you. Do hurry, please. Until next time.
So I'll probably loot this entire place and do a supercut in editing. Don't know how much I can get in this place. A quick note regarding my son Sibby. He's to be treated as I'd expect you to treat any one of the Blackbriar family, and all of his requests are to be honored without question. However, if he wishes to be released, you are not to do so unless I expressly authorize it. Sibby needs to learn his place, and the only way that will happen is if he's kept under lock and key. Maven.
Sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them. Think you might be in the wrong place, friend.
I think it's best if I don't try to steal anything here.
There's an apothecary in town, yeah, but it's down on the law. Only burglars and vampires creep around after dark. So which are you?
Maybe I'm both. Did you think about that?
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel, eh?
I'm here to pick up a sword.
Lazy good for nothing, isn't he? Sent you down here when I'm a stone's throw from the keep. Here's the sword. Tell Harald to stop slaying walls, and perhaps his blade will stay in better condition. You wish to do what I do? Very well.
See, this costs only 250. Let's do that. I think this is a good place to stop. Oh, level up. Great. I imagine current events are keeping you busy.
People say I'm making gold off of other people's misery, but what else would I do? Smithing is all I know. Next time one of my shields deflects a killing blow, they'll change their tune.
You seem quite proud of your work.
Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava.
Impressive.
Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold.
Then I'll get you some.
You will? Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life.
Where can I find it?
People say I'm making gold off of other people.
And it happened again.
What else? A flame Atronach's body might provide fire salt. They're dangerous creatures that can be summoned by wizards. Of course, it would be much easier to check with an alchemist. They occasionally have them for sale.
Okay,
remember,
good to know.
Nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge knows the difference.
Took your sweet time getting it to me. Here you go, for your trouble.
Ooh, that's just what I needed.
Every day the threat of exile from Riften draws closer for myself and my family. Who knows how many spies the Empire has sent into our midst already? We're at war. This isn't the time for hospitality. Thank goodness Mother is keeping a level head about everything. If my brother Saerlund had his way, we'd be flying Imperial colors by now. Can you believe that fool had the audacity to speak of his love for the Empire in the plaza? He expects us to drop our defenses and greet them with open arms, to dialogue with them rather than defend our homeland by spilling their blood. He's a traitor, plain and simple. Had I been sitting on the throne, he'd be hanging from the gallows for his sympathies toward the Empire.
Dude, your own brother? That's cold. Hello.
How can a humble servant of Talos help you today?
What happened to your daughter? How would I know this?
I trained our daughter Lilia as a healer to one day tend the shrine of Talos and replace me as a priestess of Talos. When the fighting began over the white gold concordat, she ran off to join the Stormcloaks. She had her father's fire. How could I say no? She died out there, only having tended to the wounded soldiers for a few months. We never even found her body. The Empire burned all the dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
He's the protector of man, the Dragon of the North, the patron of all Nords. And despite the Imperials and their treaty, he will always be one of the 9 divines. A devout Nord would rather fall in battle and have his blood spill upon the earth than allow the Empire to strike his name from the divinity.
Alrighty.
Talos guide you. Blessings of Talos
Shrine
upon
of
you.
Talos. I think I've had that one before. Blessing of Talos. Time between shouts reduced. Yes, that's nice. Well, this looks like a button. I'm sure I'll find out what this is later. Oh, wait a second, I leveled up. Let's do health again. Why not? Lockpick. Something I have trouble with. See if dual wielding daggers is something useful. I'm mostly gonna use my shield, but there's... Ooh! Okay.
I don't know, Droff. Is someone there?
Oh. Those guys are not friendly.
Damn you!
Oh.
That's yours. I'll be back, and you'll be dead.
You're a disgrace to your own kind.
Let's stick with one hand and shield for now. That dagger idea is something I can experiment later with. Maybe when things are easier when I'm higher level.